Thank you, Chris. A deadline today for the Flint City Council to pass the budget or be in violation of the city charter.
A special meeting is scheduled to start in just a few minutes after several previous meetings were canceled due to members not showing up.
TV5's Zane Omer joins us with what's in the budget and what's at stake if council members fail to pass it. Zane?
The special meeting is set to start in about a half hour as Flint City Council faces the deadline to pass the proposed budget for the next fiscal year. But there are some concerns with the proposal and what could happen if City Council doesn't give it the green light tonight. Time is ticking to get the next fiscal year budget passed in Flint. The proposed budget totals about $68 million, outlining city spending on items like public safety, infrastructure, economic growth, and neighborhood revitalization.
The administration has presented a balanced, good, thoughtful budget. According to the state, it's a balanced budget. It sets us up for a good place, to be in a good place for the next year, and sets us up into FY27 to be in a really strong position.
Under the city charter, the budget must be passed by the first Monday in June, but several attempts to pass it have been shot down, with the most recent meeting on Friday ending early with quorum being broken. Flint's Chief Strategy Officer, Seamus Bannon, says the jobs of up to 500 city employees, as well as funding and grants, could be at stake if a budget isn't passed.
You're looking at potential layoffs. You're looking at negative impact on essential city services. You're looking at potential projects that are out there. All projects that are existing, federally grant-funded projects, would have to pause, would have to cease. We could be in non-compliance to federal funding too.
However, not everyone is on board. Councilwoman Tanya Burns telling TV5 on Thursday a budget deficit of $4 million needs to be addressed before she votes to approve next year's budget. And Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter sending us a statement saying the city's chief financial officer claims the shortfalls will be made up by grants and income tax revenue. However, she says that isn't balanced. And a city budget cannot be built on hopes and hypotheticals. It must be grounded in actual secured funding.
Again, the state is saying that it is, right? We've met that requirement from the state. We're in compliance with the state.
Winfrey Carter also cites concerns with the mayor's $75,000 spending threshold and the proposal to increase the mayor's office staff from 18 to 29 full-time employees, saying in summary, this budget reflects misplaced priorities, a lack of fiscal discipline, and a serious breach of public trust.
Council have had weeks of opportunities to ask questions, to make amendment suggestions through email, through budget presentations. They left it to the last minute of the last week to be able to start pressing in the short window of opportunity. But I'm really hopeful that they'll get there tonight, they'll stay in their seats, they'll keep quorum, they'll work with us, we'll sit there, we'll come up when we're called and answer the questions.
Flint City Council did not pass the budget by the deadline last year, instead passing it the Wednesday after the deadline. Again, the special meeting is set to start here in about a half hour. We'll have another update for you coming up at 6. Reporting live in Flint, Zane Omer, back to you.